This is the Pythonic Accountant, and today we're going to go walk through another example of how you can build a Streamlit app, but in this case we're going to show how you can connect it to OpenAI. So what I've done here is I've already pre-written a short program. I'm going to walk you through what it does. And before even creating this, I have already created an OpenAI account. I've also gone in and created an OpenAI developer account. There's instructions to do that online. And then I've gotten an API key. And on this computer, I was able to add the OpenAI API key to my environment. And I will not include the directions here on how to do that, but it's pretty straightforward. You just have to, Google it. And what this function is doing here is this is getting the API key from the environment. So that way when it runs this program, it's using my API key. And so when it goes and sends the prompt to OpenAI, it knows how to charge it to my API, to my account. So what we're doing here is we're importing the libraries we need. This is the OS that we're using to go get the environment variable. This is the Streamlit code. This is the OpenAI development kit. And then I don't think we're using this, so we'll save that for another time. So here I'm actually defining the model that we're going to use. We're going to use GPT-4o Mini, which is a really, really powerful model considering the size it is. It's a very fast and very inexpensive model. It's the mini version of GPT-4o, but I've noticed that the performance is quite good, almost as good as GPT-4o. So I use it whenever I can because it's faster and cheaper. So here we're setting the API key. Now this is a fun part. We're actually writing some Streamlit code here. The system message here is grabbing the user input from the screen, which you can see over here on this is the live application. The user input, we're grabbing this prompt here. Then we're saying the if st.button submit, meaning if I click the submit button, then the rest of this runs. So this creates a completion variable, which grabs the chat completion, and this really is just sort of running a normal like chat GPT submission using the GPT-4o Mini. So the system input is that system message here, and then the user input is the prompt, the user message here, and then it'll actually return back the assistant's response. And I'm just gonna take away the assistant piece, we don't need that. I'm gonna save it and rerun this, and let's just try it out. So let's say you will act like a mean pirate, and I'm going to say why is the sky blue, and it should answer in a mean pirate voice. Are ye landlubber, the sky be blue because of something they call right a scattering. Not bad. Now we can change this around to be like, you are an accounting professor explaining difficult accounting topics to new students. I'm going to say what is a debit and how is it different than a credit? Wow, nice long response. Great question. Understanding debits and credits is fundamental to grasping accounting. So that's why it took so long, because the response was quite long and we didn't do a streaming. There is ways to have it stream the response, so it looks like it's typing along the way, but we didn't do that this time. One thing that I'll show you before we end this video, and this is kind of cool, we can actually give it like fake historical messages. So let's say we want to give it, and this is used for examples. And it kind of learns from those examples. So let's say we give it the user input, and we're going to give it the role of the assistant, I think it's called. And we're going to teach this that it should answer every question with, let's see, so the user content, let's ask the question. Let's see, what is 2 plus 2? The assistant's going to say, yo, 2 plus 2 is 4. My man. And then I want to do another set of examples like that. say, let's see, why is the sky blue? We'll say, yo, yo, the sky is blue because of Riley. That's how you spell it, right? And then finally, we're going to do the third one, user input. So let's go ahead and save it. I'm going to rerun. And you know what we're going to do here? We're going to say, you are helpful assistant who replies in a style similar to previous replies. And I'm going to say, what is the capital of France? And hopefully it'll learn. There you go. Yo, yo, the capital of France is Paris, my dude. So I didn't just tell it to say that exactly, but it copied the style of these previous two examples that I gave it and added like a little exclamation mark excitement at the end. So there you have it. Simple Streamlit app. Showed you how to make a few changes to it and showed you a little bit of the kind of prompt engineering techniques you can do to teach it examples for OpenAI, as well as how to sync up the system message and the prompt into an actual prompt and get the response back. We will do some more exploration around how to build out a more robust application hitting OpenAI or possibly even some of the other like Google or Claude. But if you like this, please like and subscribe, and we will see you at the next one.